Okay, let us head onwards for a frosty reception. Tataru is desperately trying to retain her composure as she prepares to see you off on another perilous journey. I'm told the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Yes, he's just behind us. Ah, there he is. Right, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? Oh! It be a solo duty. First one, this expansion. So they did wait quite a while before they threw in the first one. No Raban Extreme. It's an honour to finally meet you. We at the Garland Ironworks will be ferrying you and your contingent across the mountains. Excuse me. And into Garlemald. For many of us, it will be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable Imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of this expedition. Our resources are at your disposal. And if there's aught we might do to be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you're ready to depart, I'll ready the engines. Upon boarding the airship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again for the most recent of these. Please note that if you're into battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Let's go. This may actually take us well over time. But that's fine, because I will edit it. Blink. Blink.
Ilsabad, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly?
Simply fly. Because shit's about to go down.
On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius.
Glacius.
The winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
And he's cold. Winter coats for all. Manolane. Stola looks quite toasty.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Let's go deal with them.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that.
Oh?
Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number.
Oh.
However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death.
Yes.
The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne.
Yes. Oops.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War.
So the fact that they are working together is rather odd.
Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Tempered?
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right.
Quite right. Soldiers or no,
Yes.
they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
Knock them out.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
Uh-huh.
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial Detachment's current
Distraction.
position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the
Materiel.
detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Thanks, Arun.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into two groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies.
Let's go. I love the fact that Gra has just got like a really fashionable.
As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most.
I was almost certainly going to do this.
I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to
Who,
speak.
me? It's almost like you expect me to have godlike power or something. Okay. How's this going to go then? Oh, meanwhile, at the Imperial Supply Depot. Snowy. Oh, that's a nice coat, Thancred. I want it. Yeah, the gunbreakers will be fine with this.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Nice.
Ishtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right. Once more for my piece of...
The Avatar of Destruction descendeth.
Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives.
Oh, are we going to get to play as
After
Thancred
we've
for this
withdrawn
bit? Is
to
this
a
going to be a
safe
roleplay
distance, detonate
duty?
them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand.
And if they're not correct?
The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Cheers, Maxima. Whee! I suspect this episode's going to run over. Yeah, it's roleplay time. Right. Threat awareness. Assuming there's nothing else you wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you are ready. Mission exclusive actions. Success in this mission hinges on the following points. Swift deception renders Thancred invisible and increases his movement speed. While active, enemy soldiers and Magitech will be unable to perceive Thancred's presence even if they are within close proximity. However, it has no effect on the guard dog's acute sense of smell, and they will be able to detect Thancred regardless. Moreover, this action can only be used outside of combat. It will also be unavailable when Thancred attempts to deactivate Magitech fields or execute certain other actions. Thancred's silent takedown will instantly render a soldier unconscious. It can only be used while Swift Deception is in effect. Though it cannot be used on Magitech or guard dogs, utilising silent takedown whenever possible is essential in clearing a path to your objectives. As guard dogs can detect Thancred even when Swift Deception is active, You can instead use a bewilderment bomb to distract them and sneak past unnoticed. Conversely, bewilderment bombs have no effect on Magitech or soldiers, so take care to choose the right tool for the situation. Okay. So we've got Solid Barrel Combo on 1, Nebula on 2, Swift Deception on 3, Silent Takedown on 4, and Bewilderment Bomb on 5. Commence! Probably.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time.
Ooh,
We only
new
have
battle
one
portrait.
shot at this, so let's make it count.
Ooh, that takes us out of stealth. Right, you can't see me. Oh, it's got duration. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Wasn't there another guard over here? Do. Right, we're gonna have to fight these little guys, I think. But we can.
7 hells.
Uh-oh. You're out of there. These Magitech guys are actually not very observant at all. Oh, that is not working. Threat awareness, 11. We could probably have got through this without... I shall hide in this tent. Man, you guys are terrible at your job. Although, to be fair, they are tempered, so... right, how do we deal with the dogs? Ah, like that. We just hit them with a bomb. Okay. This is cool. I'm really enjoying this. I know it looks like I'm really kind of focused. Oh. Shit.
Damn, spotted.
I wonder how the threat awareness gauge will change things. Also, can we actually move that? What's it called? No, it's got no actual HUD presence. I like the little battle portraits. Oh, hiding place. That's it.
This is Thancred. The explosives
I like those
are in
portraits a
place.
lot. Those are cool.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous.
I think I might make one of those for myself. You know, a me version. Right, head to the... Shit.
Must be losing my touch.
No, I'm just shit. Frankly. It's not you, Thancred, it's me. Right, where am I going? To be fair, these guys do not have a great range. Oh, no. I'm shit at stealth games, by the way. You've probably gathered this. Yeah, you're out of there. This is really cool, though. This is like a Metal Gear Solid minigame, essentially. Need that slicer thing to bugger off. Yeah, okay. Don't have a map of this area now. Woof woof. Right. Oh. Oh. He just ran straight past me. You're out of there. Damn it.
Must be losing my touch.
We're fine. Ooh, we've got to kill these quicker, otherwise the threat thing keeps going up. Yeah, this is surprising amount of strategy. You can't see me. Haha! Yo! Haha, I win. That was cool. Enjoyed that. Very different style of gameplay.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
Ah, it was fine. Barely noticed.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Charge forth.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Hopefully. And... Nice. Very nice. A few moments later, at the rear of the Ilseward contingent supply caravan. Ooh. Streetlights. Ali!
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but...
Uh-oh.
Wait! Something's coming!
Uh-oh, pugs.
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts.
Here goes.
Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Okie dokie dokie. Battle time. In the coming battle, you'll fight as yourself.
Fighters! Protect the others!
I don't have grit on. Let's do something about that. Hey, Frey! Join the fray. Never gets any less funny. Right. Let's deal with you. Whoa! Nice alley.
A brief respite, but stay alert.
Yeah, I like these little battle
Keep the
portraits.
carriages safe.
Is this just scenery or is this...
What impeccable timing! Fear not, friends! The savior of
I think I'm supposed to be... Yeah. I'm supposed to be making my way down. Down the battle line, I think. Because these are actually kind of like little instancy bits. The change that they've made so that a lot more skills do not break your combo is a fabulous.
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger.
Yeah, I am supposed to be
Go
making
on
my way.
ahead. We'll hold the line.
Hi, Suckard.
We're the only ones still struggling. Time we put our backs into it then.
Don't put our backs into it then. I'm so...
I've been itching for a good scrap.
Well, that can be provided. So, once again, Soken doing a great job with the music. Uh-oh. Oh, tank time. Broadside it. Hexadrone. I like the fact that they're literally just holding it off with parries. That's awesome. Nice work, lads. They are taking damage as well. Fortunately, the Conjurers are out in force. Gotcha.
You lot all right back there?
We're fine. I'm ready for more.
Hear that?
Hey, Conjurers. We've got men here.
Get to the front and turn the tide.
I am the front. Okay. Oh. Did I just accidentally walk out of the area? No. Meanwhile, on the front line. Ah. Sleep.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
That is a problem.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
Getting told off?
That I did.
Go on, give us some of that cool choreography. Oh, hello. She is not afraid. Is that a gun lance?
That's Vigilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them.
Oh, hey. Look who it is.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Dramatic timing as always. That's what I do. Boss time.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
Oh, hi, Pippin. Right. Kick some ass. Lucia the Radiant.
Now, forward!
Spy Caravan is safe for the time being, and Thankless team have thrown the enemy into disarray. Doggies!
Right! Let them have it!
That was not what I meant to do. Oh, Pippin's doing a thing. I don't know what he's doing. Oh dear. Oh, I like that. We don't go outside the arena, but...
Vigilia!
Do not fall behind!
Giga Tempest. Actually, let's get rid... Oh, never mind. Have a buff. Well, Lucia is doing the tanking in this, it would appear. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I can use... Whoa. Must remember, I can use Unleash a lot more. Resin ammunition. Oh. This is really cool. All of that extra work that they've been doing for a couple of years now on... Uh-oh.
Is everyone all right?
Yes, thank you, Serena. All the extra work that they've done on like AI and stuff. Reinforcements. Uh-oh.
Kill or die!
Oh, that's a lot of photon stream damage. Let's actually use a defensive cooldown, shall we? Fortunately, we've got some real heavy hitters. Bombs away. Oh, shoot. That's, Man, that Giga Tempest thing hits quite hard. Who's actually healing us? Nice. Sadhu's enjoying this. We're not going to get overwhelmed. Probably. Unless we are. Maybe we're fighting for a scripted ending. Uh-oh. Oh, she's doing her limit breaky thing.
Tremble before the sun!
May your screams fill the air!
Yeah, we can't tank this anymore. Have a freaking meteor. And it's nice. That was really cool. Really like that. And there was a really nice mix as well of things that you could do. So the stealth bit with Thancred, the caravan attack where you're moving down, and then this final fight ending in, you know, a nice big showpiece. Really good stuff.
A worthy adversary.
Sadhu is just pleased.
Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again.
She's
to the death.
perfectly balanced.
Sadhu Hatun.
Oh, Magne.
That was the last of them.
I like the fact that we've got the
Day is
duty
ours,
finishers on.
Thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
It was okay, but
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our
I
comrades.
wonder if we can free them at the temporary. I've just noticed. Did you see Astidian in the background there? He's just popped up again. In fact, is that Stola with him? That might be Stola. They're just chilling behind a bush. Who were?
And soon we shall arrive.
And in fact, Ui Anjo's with him as well. Just behind Lucia's shoulder pad. I do like the mole and the Dethal. That was one of the best bits about the steppe stuff in Stormblood.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
That was you!
800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kovosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated.
That's an odd aetherite.
The chosen forsaken.
They were used by the Ascians, just like everybody else.
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution.
Was that already Emmett?
How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed, bitterly so.
Nice little person switch there as Emmett goes from talking about Solus in third person to that just reminder that it was him.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
Her buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
Correct.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Of course.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of
Broken
this.
glass?
To work, everyone.
Wait, are they calling it broken glass? Yeah, they are. Camp Broken Glass. I don't think I can properly express just how cool I think that entire duty was. Really enjoyed that. I mean, I have a huge bias in favor of snow zones anyway. I love snow zones in video games. I don't know why. But I just do. It's weird because I hate snow in real life. Well, no. I love snow when I don't have to be in it. You know, back problems. You know, being out in the cold is literally painful for me, especially as soon as shivering starts, I'm screwed. But I really like snow zones, and it's so cool getting to go to this place that we've been hearing about for years in the form of Garlemald. I assume the gemstone trader is not active yet. Yeah. We're probably just got to finish this quest. Shouldn't be long before we have a half-decent camp with so many helping hands. I was concerned the snow might hinder our progress, but I wish Guardian friends are used to working in conditions like these. It's so satisfying seeing everything come together. In spite of the obstacles we faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Stolen Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alizé and I'll meet you there. I can do that. Where are they? Oh, Stola standing under a tree. Just randomly. That's some nice animated walking. Meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. It is the monstrous tower on the horizon. Jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensations I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Interesting. So Stola is actually suffering because of the tower and all the ether. Hi, Graha. You'll be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Aye, although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting. I'll make my way there. Yeah. Just the idea of just this massive wave of tempering energy hitting like for miles just all at once, and everybody just getting up from what they were doing and mindlessly going. It's quite a freaky thing to consider. Vigilio is in our care, along with the rest of the Tempered. Glory to Garlemald, glory to Garlemald, they still whisper in their sleep, even as they writhe in pain. Napoleon taught me a lot about military strategy during exercises in the fringes. coordinating units with wildly different capabilities, surveying and securing hostile terrain, that sort of thing. Now I have the chance to put his teachings into practice. The biggest complaint about Lise in Stormblood was that she made a lot of personal progress, but not much of it was shown on screen. It kind of looks like that's continuing, but the fact that she's here at least gives us that sense of involvement that we were otherwise lacking. We've asked the Ironworks members and some of our other comrades to stay with the airships. In the event we're discovered, we must be ready to move them swiftly to a safer location. This is all that remains of Laturum. Homes become empty husks. If this is the state of the outlying villages, I dread to think what has become of the capital. I'm really looking forward to seeing the capital. The tempered soldiers are sleeping soundly while they undergo treatment. There are too many to attend at once, but I and the other healers will see to all eventually. Hell's bells, this place is bloody freezing. Rather be tied to the topmast in a storm than suffer this cold any longer. Anyone what can spare a swig of rum? That'll sort me right out. Rum? Anyone? I'm not drinking today. For happiness! That's probably going to green screen terribly. Sorry. Happiness is Mr. Happy. Did I talk to Serena? Oh, yes. Right. Now, it is a well-known fact that if there is a table nearby to the quest giver, you must stand on the table in order to activate that quest. It is just how the game works. I don't know why. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin. This is a really long quest, actually.
Our present situation is as follows.
They've really put some production value into this as well. There's already more voice acting than there has been in recent times.
Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
Excellent.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
Teamwork!
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
True.
This
I love
talk
how
of curing
things
the
are
tempered is all well
bringing
and
out
good,
people's strengths
but
and
I reckon
weaknesses.
the cold is a more pressing concern.
These are really subtle touches built upon years worth of these characters developing. I mean, all the stuff with Y'shtola and the ether, all the way through most of Stormblood. I'm sure I mentioned that her issue with Vision and stuff just wasn't ever brought up. And then in Shadowbringers, it had a massive impact. You know, people were turning to her and asking her for what she was seeing. And it's like, oh, they haven't forgotten. It is an important part of her character. And the same goes for here. The fact that because of how she has to now use ether because of what happened to her in the live stream, and the, you know, just being able to see things in general, the fact that the ether in the air here is particularly messing with her as opposed to the others because of her situation is, again, It's making use of the different strengths and weaknesses of the characters, and you can only do that with enough character development to get your player, in this case, or your your storyteller with a book. You've got to give these things time to evolve in a natural way, rather than just kind of forcing it down your throats. And sometimes a moment where something unexpected and out of the blue happens is good for you. You know, we still don't really have, I don't think, a reason for how Xenos has come back. We know it's something to do with the fake echo, if I remember correctly. I probably should have gone and looked back at the Stormblood lore, just to remind myself, you know, as Xenos is going to be our main villain, probably. That's what they're setting it up for, but they could mess with that. I'm expecting a 3-stage kind of Xenos going golden style boss fight because it's a Final Fantasy game. But right, Sickard was talking about the cold. Yes.
All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around freezing our asses off, we'll be next.
Yeah, we've got Ironworks guys with us though.
My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
Yep.
We've made our presence known to the Telothroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position.
The question is, what will they do about it?
That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
I mean, that would be interesting if our mere presence here doesn't even feel like it threatens them.
We'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
I need to go and
Don't
find some
forget
lip
about
balm.
us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
I don't recognise Lise. That bright red outfit that she wears is so kind of iconic.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
How exciting!
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino.
Oh?
Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors.
Eblan Rime.
Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travel, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
My keen sense of direction constantly has me walking to cliffs and invisible walls while I try and explore. Ice fields? I love ice fields. Oh wait, no I don't. If there are any survivors, we will surely find them.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return.
Oh, thanks, Lucia.
You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May
She's
the
a good
Fury
leader,
bless
actually,
and
is
keep you.
Lucia. And again, that's part and parcel of her having been part of the game's cast since Heavensward. Getting all of these characters back together, this entire thing has just been like, here are all the people whose lives you have touched since 2.0 and maybe previously. Let's just get them all involved in the story. I mean, getting the entire voice cast back for the extensiveness of voice acting that we've actually had so far, you can tell that they're going all out, and it's brilliant. Still haven't finished the quest, though. Go. Speaking of finishing the quest, Alfie. I never thought myself much of an explorer, though I suppose my adventures have taken me to all sorts of strange and distant places. With that in mind, traversing an ice field should be a simple feat. Got to be good. If it's this cold with Tartaro's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realise, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them and quickly. So, it's into the Eblan Rhine we go, but where do we even start looking in such a place? Where indeed. Rather interesting that the next quest comes from a manor lane. Well, what a superb piece of both storytelling and fun content that was. Really, really enjoyed that. I think that is the thing that I really like the Tower of Zot, but I think that duty and the stuff that came with it. In fact, the entirety of this recording session, I mean, I've now been recording for an hour and a half, as opposed to the 45-minute chunks that I was planning on doing. I'll probably split this up, or maybe not. I think as a narrative experience, love that pose. This has been brilliant. Well done, writers at Hello Ixion and duty developers. The systems and battle team for that, spot on. Really, really good. You know, the callbacks to the Nardarm with the Mull and Dothali. I never get the names right. That was just really, really good. It was a good spectacle fight. It got just enough challenge so that realistically, you know, you probably could have failed it if you screwed up. I mean, there were save points and stuff. Seems to be a Moogle with a hamper over there. Bride's Moogle. Somebody's wedded. Yeah, solid. I mean, more than solid stuff so far. And again, I know I'm biased about Snowy Zones, but this area looks really cool. And I like the melancholy music. And look at the misty bits. Yeah. Looking forward to the next bit in this. I hope you will join me for it as I continue Endwalking. If you have enjoyed the episode, do please give it a like. Helps the channel out immensely, getting these videos out there. And I'll see you all in the next reaction bit. Have yourselves a fabulous day, folks. Happy Endwalking. Cheerio.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.